one of the ex-vice presidents of Costa Rica, Rolando Lacalle, who's untouchable. But I'll let them all know that you made a mistake with me. You made a big mistake with me. You should have investigated better where the money actually came from. So, but moving on. So that's why when every time I hear something of injustice, I'm like, I went through that myself, huh? I went through that too. Oh yeah, hold on, just wait. Tomorrow we'll figure it. I'll give you the money, but but when, when, when? How many people are gonna tell me this? Well, you better move on. You better move on, just like it is. Yeah, but I need the actual investment to move on. Like, I needed the investment to move on. The guy ruined my whole experience. And I'm like, although he didn't ruin it completely because the place is still amazing. A bit like, I love this nature. I'm just planting, loving and loving this nature, and doing what I came here to do. And nobody could take that happiness out of me, not in 1,000 years. Although they really tried. I was sent messages, how's your shitty life? Like, don't pull me in with manipulation and then break me and try and destroy my life, because you're gonna have to pay for it. Pay for it. And so now I feel like we're all having this same problem with disrespectful colonial people of colonial descent that feel like they can do whatever they want. And I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it. I want what's mine. I want what that person owes me. I want to live in my most fullest abundance. And I don't want to be destroyed by by liars, pretenders, and fakers. Hmm? That's the one thing I'm not gonna accept. So I feel that knowledge, had I known, had instead of romanticizing about the world and like just know that there's so many people out there with low consciousness. It doesn't matter where you are. And there are certain groups who have a bigger tendency to be tricksters, and we know who they are because they did it, and it happened to us. Oh yeah, and then I had some other people who tried to move fence lines over on my property. They were from that group of the people who are hating the Palestinians. And I'm like, oh my God, it's happening to me right here in America. These guys are like trying to rob land. Huh? I was like, what's going on? That's when it hit me that all this shit they said they were happening in the past, in the history, it's actually happening right now. It's actually right now. In the 70s, right here, there were people robbing, taking out this indigenous old female with her grandchildren and taking half of what she should have had, making them poorer than the rest. So they're the darkest family here. And so now this is it. Like, because they were only kids here, and the parents were in the port working, and the grandmother, they tricked her and they told her, women who live alone or whatever because the husband abandoned her, he was white, and can't own property. But there were other women over there who put it in their names. So they lied to her, and they manipulated her, and they manipulated her that she didn't make. I don't know if she probably maybe didn't know how to write or read. Maybe she did, but you know how contracts are. They're like, you need like serious people. They came in with machetes and like killed their pigs, and just put their fence lines up, poisoned their animals, moved their fence lines, and this boy who was 7 years old, when he remembers this as like it was yesterday. He's like, I will never forget when I was a little 7-year-old with a machete, and these people were threatening us. I'm like, wait a minute. When did this happen? When did this happen? In the 1976, 77. Knowledge. They hide a lot of stuff from us. Once you know that this has been an ongoing thing that must be stopped, challenged, I'm not gonna. You know how much suffering I went through because of this person, ruining my finances and my business, tricking and talking all the people, the white collar group there. Like, I am not happy about it, and I told him, one day you'll hear about me. One day, you're gonna hear about me in a different context than what I was doing then, because then I was modeling. And obviously, after now, when I realize uh, the male chauvinism that exists in these areas, or all over the world, but not much where I grew up, but here. Um, just stay in the light. Watch the red flags. Nine. There is a way of how they treat people they don't like, or females that they don't like females either. They don't like them. Like, you're only being loved unless you let yourself be used. If not, you're gonna be that difficult woman. So if you're one of those difficult women out there, remember that it's all gonna work out. There's a bunch of women of us out here who've gone through a lot of things. We're getting up there in our wisdom and knowledge. Have gone through a lot of things, and we understand what you're going through. And also, we're not gonna let it happen anymore. No, we're gonna put our limits and our boundaries. So, I suggest study, study. There's so much things to learn, and you'll never stop learning. I never stop learning. Every day I learn. I learn from young people. I learn from old people. I learn from. I noticed that lately I learned mainly from. There's a few wise people out there, but from the young people. The young people are born very wise, very clear on what they want and what they expect from life. And I congratulate you on that. Good job. You keep up with that, and good luck with everything. And I hope this helped. Have an awesome day, and here is my album that I made, and coming up here is the meditation, the prayer that I mentioned.